Wonderful, sounds good.
Paul,
people wouldn't forgive me if I didn't ask you, is there any chance, is there any remote possibility the Good News Week might come back?
I'd love to bring it back at some point, because I think there's so much happening in this country that's political at the moment that it's sort of, you need a voice out there on television to describe what's happening, but it doesn't look like it.
Really. That's a pity. Yeah. Was it your call to take it off in the first place?
I think it was a bit of a mutual thing. We'd done it for 5 years and we needed a bit of a rest, and so I think we're all feeling a bit of the strain. We thought we might be bringing something similar back a bit later in the year, but we didn't end up doing it. So.
It's a pity, though, because it's such an individual show, and in actual fact, it really was a trailblazer for other shows that we now see on television.
Oh, yeah, I think there's a lot of shows that are stylistically similar, but it's great to see, you know, other people getting in there and doing the same sort of thing, doing similar sort of work. And it has been around for a long time, ever since, you know, radio, really. It's just a different form of radio.
You say 20 years of comedy, and you're such a young bloke. The sort of contemporaries around you, who are the ones that you admire, that you enjoy?
Oh, I don't like any of them, actually. They're all a bunch of mongrels. I wouldn't pay good money to see any of them.
There's only two shows to be seen.
Two shows to be seen at this comedy festival.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And there they are. There. That's the first one.
And that's the second one.
And that's the second one.
Well, there's so many Melbourne performers who have been around for such a long time.
It's a home of comedy now.
Oh, it really is. And it has been for a long, long time. I mean, there's brilliant performers here, like, you know, Greg Fleet, who's doing another show this year. Judith Lucy, of course, is fantastic. And
she's really hit top gear, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, she's doing some beautiful
Rachel
work.
Berger does great comedy.
Yeah.
So, Witches of East Week, I'm sorry.
Oh, can't mention it.
I do beg your pardon.
People are going crazy all over the country.
Yes. Have you ever...
doing a musical.
Have you had that as a desire to do a large-scale musical?
No.
But if one came along, you would do it?
I think it's a bit of a challenge, and also because it's not a book musical that's all set in place. It's got a lot of freedom with it, and certainly with the character of the devil, which I sort of always wanted to play and have played in a number of guises unpaid for. And it's great to be actually getting some money to play the devil.
So you are saying now that you're doing it?
I probably will, maybe, perhaps. Apparently it's mooted at the point. I can't really talk much further about it. You lured me into that, you
I
clever...
know.
Aren't you clever sausage?
Devil myself, So let's plug the shows again. GUD, the Hardcore Cabaret. And this is the one that really interests me, because this is quite unique, isn't it?
Well, hopefully it will be. Yeah, I actually wanted to get the head painted and do it a whole journey through the body of comedy, but I haven't quite got there yet.
So you haven't done this before? This is brand new?
No, they're both brand new shows, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Done GUD 3 times and this one twice.
So the Powder Room at the Melbourne Town Hall for that, and this one is going to be at the Melbourne Town Hall precinct in the banquet room.
The banquet room, Victoria Hotel.
And what about the Melbourne Comedy Festival itself? Do you think it's growing each year?
Oh, it's getting, just better and better and better. And there's so many international performers coming over now. John Hegley's here, Simon Munnery, they're doing a show together. The Play Whisty For Me show that's on before us, about Peter Cook and Dudley Moore, which has got a bit more excitement about it now, sadly, that Dudley Moore has died.
Is he one of your idols?
I certainly like his work, and certainly his early work, his more sort of aggressive work, I think, with Peter Cook, I think was extraordinary. Great to catch up with you, Paul. I hope that both shows, well, I'm sure they'll be absolute... Yeah, you just get out and do it. And if it were that you were doing Witches of East Week, playing a devil,
I'll be there on the front row opening night, wishing you well.
Come on, be on stage.
No. I just want to.
Come on.
I want to.
Sorry, that's
too far.
Transgressed.
Please thank Paul McDermott, and great to see you, Paul.
See you later.
Good luck. And look out for him, Melbourne International Comedy Festival. And right after this break on GMA, the beautiful Dorinda Hafner is here.